Hello children, welcome back to Class of Physics by Ashish Sharma sir. We are back with the another video with the new concept, that is grouping of cells. In the previous video, if you remember, let's recap those points. We have discussed cells, battery, how they are connected, what are the types of cells, primary cell, secondary cell, their examples, and then we have discussed what is EMF, what is internal resistance of the cell, then what is the relation between internal resistance, EMF and terminal potential of the cell. So let's have the look over the other topic, grouping of cells. Again, you will find this grouping of cells as a very important topic, and you will find this little lengthy, so please don't forget to watch the video till the end to understand the concept more clearly. Okay, so let's start. Here you see grouping of cells. Why we do grouping of cells? Main purpose of grouping of cells is to have the maximum current under given situations. In series grouping, you see we have connected n number of cells. Series grouping means the negative terminal of the first cell will be connected to positive terminal of the second cell. Again, the negative terminal of second cell is connected to positive terminal of the third cell, and so on. So here we have taken n as number of cells connected in series. Okay. E is EMF of each cell. Okay, here we take the EMF is same in all cells. Okay, this is your first case. You can see, say suppose this is number 1, where we are talking about EMF of each cell is same. In the second case, we will see if the EMF is different, internal resistance is different. EMF of each cell, R we will take internal resistance of each cell. Okay, which is connected to load or the external resistance, capital R. So the current direction of current, it will be from positive to negative. It is like this, right? Now what will be the total internal resistance? Will be equal to n times R, right? Therefore total resistance of circuit, that will be equal to R plus NR, external resistance plus total internal resistance of all the cells connected in series. Now since cells are connected in series, so total EMF of all cells will be equal to how much? It will be n times E. Okay, by Ohm's law, total current will be equal to total EMF upon total resistance. Okay, so I is equal to NE upon R plus NR. Now suppose this is equation number 1. If we take R very very large, then we can neglect NR. So from 1 we will get I is equal to NE upon R. This is your second equation, right? If we take N is equal to 1, that is single cell, then what we will get? I single, S for single, will be equal to E upon R. This is your third equation. Okay, if we divide 2 by 3, I upon Is will give you Ne upon R upon E upon R. How much it will come? I upon Is equal to, this R and R will cancel, right? And N, so we are getting only N. That means I is equal to N times Is. You can see here the total current flowing through the circuit is N times the current flowing through the cells. That is, if we write polarities of N dash, that is out of N cells, are reversed. The equivalent EMF will be equal to N minus 2N dash into EMF. Okay, so then the current I will be equal to N minus 2N dash E upon R plus NR. This is another result. Okay, now from here we can conclude that the maximum current we are getting when the resistance, the external resistance is very large. Okay, this is the condition for this grouping when we want the maximum current through the series combination. Okay, right? Now we will take the grouping of the cells in the series combination only when the EMF is different, right? Now we will take series combination when their EMFs are not equal. Okay, we have taken two cells, see here, in the series combination of EMF E1, E2 and internal resistance R1, R2. Okay, these are the points where they are connected between A and C. B is the point in between the two. The equivalent circuit will be, if we want to replace these two cells by a single cell of EMF E equivalent and internal resistance R equivalent, then we will see what is the value of E equivalent and R equivalent. So we have taken E1, E2, EMF, R1, R2 their respective internal resistances. VA, VB and VC are the potentials at these points. Okay? Now, the potential difference across the terminals of the cell. VAB, इसके बीच में पोटेंशियल कितना होगा? VA minus VB. इसके बीच में VBC, VB minus VC. So VAB we can write VA minus VB. And we have derived the relation in the previous video. You please go through it, watch it. Potential V is equal to E minus IR. So there is first cell, so E1 minus IR1. Similarly for VBC we can write VB minus VC equal to E2 minus IR2, right? We will substitute these values. If we replace these cells with the single cell, then you see the potential between VA, that is the point A and C, that is VAC. Okay, so we can write VA minus VC. This VA minus VC we can write in terms of VB and VB minus VC like this. VA minus VB plus VB minus VC. This VB VB will cancel and you will find this relation. Okay. Why we are writing like this? Because we have the values of these two parameters. Okay, so we will be getting VAC equal to VA minus VB, this one, E1 minus IR1 plus this one is E2 minus IR2. So this becomes, you take E1 and E2 in one bracket minus I common, R1 plus R2. This is VAC. Okay, यहाँ और इसके बीच का potential. Now, if we replace the combination by a single cell of EMF E equivalent and internal resistance R equivalent, then VAC कितना हो जाना चाहिए? E equivalent minus IR equivalent. General relation. This is 1, this is 2. Compare the two equations. E equivalent, you can write from 1 and 2, E equivalent is equal to E1 plus E2 and R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2. Right? For n cells, you can write E equivalent is equal to E1 plus E2 plus En, and R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus Rn. Okay. Now if we change the polarity, if polarity of second cell is reversed, that means this is negative, this is positive. यदि ये नेगेटिव हो जाएगा तो क्या मिलेगा हमको? E equivalent will be equal to E1 this and E2 will be minus. That means you can write like this, plus minus E2, so E equivalent will be equal to E1 minus E2. And internal resistance R equivalent will be equal to R1 plus R2. There will not be any change in the equivalent resistance, internal resistance of the cell. Okay. This is how we have solved when the two cells are connected in series with the different EMFs. There is another way of solving this, that is by using Kirchhoff's rules. Okay, that I will explain you after explaining Kirchhoff's rules in the next video. Okay. The second grouping is parallel grouping. In this again we are taking the first case that EMF of all cells is same, okay, as in the first case we have discussed. N is number of cells in the parallel. You see the diagram, I have connected the cells in the parallel 1, 2, 3 and then it will go to N. Current I is flowing through the external load R and then it goes like this. Since there are n cells, it will be divided in n parts. So I by n will go here, I by n, I by n and I by n. EMF and internal resistance we have considered same. Right? Now you see, since these are connected in parallel, okay, the total EMF of the circuit is equal to that due to a individual cell. जो टोटल, चूंकि ये पैरेलल में है तो जितना एक सेल का EMF होगा उतना ही total EMF होगा, because the connecting number of cells in parallel merely amounts to increase in the area of the plates of the cells and not at all increase the EMF. Saying therefore total EMF of circuit is equal to E. Right? Total इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस कितना होगा? 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R, it will go up to N. That will give you 1 by R equivalent. You find that will give you N by R, but when we reciprocate it, it will get R by N. So internal resistance R by N. सपोज ये E आ गया और R by N, ये हमारा इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट बन गया इस सर्किट का. Therefore the total resistance of circuit will be equal to R plus R by N. Right? Therefore the current through the circuit I should be equal to total EMF E upon R plus R by N. This is the total current in the circuit. Now if R is very small, there in the series combination we have taken R is very large, so we will neglect R, okay, as compared to internal resistance. So therefore I will be equal to E upon R by N. So this I equal to NE upon R. This is say equation 1. Now we will see if we replace this circuit by a single cell, right? If IS is the current through single cell, so I will be equal to, from here, E upon R plus R. This N is equal to 1. This is for single cell, so IS, say equation 2. If we take R is very small, then this IS will be E upon R. This is your equation, say 3. So dividing 1 by 3, we will get I upon IS equal to NE upon R upon E upon R. क्या मिला? Same, I upon IS equal to N, which will give us I equal to N times IS. This you see the result. Compare this with the series combination, we are getting the same result. That is, this is the maximum current in this parallel combination when EMF of all the cells is same. So we can say the total current of the circuit is equal to N times the current flowing through each cell, right? So this finishes with the parallel grouping in the case when EMF is same. Now we will see when the EMF is different. Okay. Now we have taken the two cells of different EMF and different internal resistance. दोनों का EMF अलग है, internal resistance अलग है. Current I is flowing, and see that this I is getting divided into two, I1 and I2. Then again it is combining to give I. These two cells are in parallel. Here we have an equivalent resistance where we will find, instead of these two cells, we will be combining with we will be joining only one cell of equivalent EMF and internal resistance are equivalent. So see, when the current is going from here, it is getting divided into two parts. So we can write I is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay, this is the current. Now since cells are in parallel, दोनों parallel में जुड़े हुए हैं, between the same points, देखिए B1 और B2 same point है. जब ये सेम पॉइंट पर हैं तो द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कैसा होगा उनका? सेम होना चाहिए, इस सेल का भी और इस सेल का भी. So the potential difference between terminals of the first cell, we can write V is equal to VB1 minus VB2. Potential here minus this one. It is equal to, V is equal to equation we will be writing. That is E1 minus IR1. From here we can get I equal to how much? This side. So E1 minus V upon R1. This is your for the first one. So we can write I1, here it is I1. Okay. So therefore similarly we can take the potential difference between terminals of second cell. We will get V is equal to VB1 minus VB2, which is again equal to E2 minus I2 R2. Okay, so from here we will get I2 equal to E2 minus V upon R2. This is another equation. Okay, equation 1, 2. We can write this as 1, this is 2, this is say 3. Putting these values in 1. Therefore, from 1, I we can write E1 minus V upon R1 plus E2 minus V upon R2. Okay, this we can write E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 from here and from here, 1 bracket minus V, this will be 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. From here we want to find out value of V. This is the potential which we are getting. If two cells are replaced by a single cell of EMF, E equivalent and internal resistance R equivalent, then V will be equal to E equivalent minus I R equivalent. This will be for single cell. So from this equation will be your 4th, this is your 5th. From equation 4 and 5, what we have? E equivalent. Compare these. These are the equations for the combination, parallel combination of two cells. Okay, now we will take the next one, mixed grouping. That is, when the series and parallel combination both are mixed, then what happens? That we'll see. See the diagram very carefully. We have taken number of cells. In one row you can see we have taken like this, in n number of cells we can take, and then such m rows we are taking. Here we are having series combination which are then connected in parallel. Okay, so capital N we have taken total number of cells, whether they are in series whether or in parallel. Then N is total number of cells in series in one row. एक रो में small n number cells हैं, small and then these m number of such rows connected in parallel. ये n cells हो गई और ऐसे हमने m rows ले लिए. ओके, तो टोटल जो n हमको मिल जाएगा that is equal to m into n. Total cells we will be getting. EMF of each row, सभी रोज में EMF कितना बनेगा? सीरीज है तो सीरीज में NE फर्स्ट आर्टिकल. Total internal resistance of each row N into R. Okay, this also we have seen, NE NR. M such rows are in parallel. ऐसे सारे rows कितने हैं? M है. तो total EMF of the circuit NE, this also we have discussed कि यदि parallel में है तो it hardly affects the EMF. Each row has resistance equal to NR. So therefore total internal resistance कितना हो गया? Such NR 1 upon NR plus 1 upon NR plus 1 upon NR, and that will be giving you up to M. So that will give you NR upon M. That is M upon NR. So we find reciprocal of that will give you NR upon M. तो टोटल इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस कितना हुआ? ये जो आपका आया प्लस एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस जो हमने ऐड यहाँ किया हुआ है, दिस वन. सो करंट विल बी टोटल EMF. We have written here total EMF upon total resistance. So this NE, here you take M as the LCM, so M will go up. Here you will get MR plus NR. Okay, so this gives you I is equal to M into N will give you capital N. So this is the result for current. Now maximum current निकालना है. For maximum current ये जो denominator है वो कैसा होना चाहिए? Smaller होना चाहिए, right? MR plus NR should be minimum. So R will be equal to how much? NR upon M. NR upon M. This one. Internal resistance only, because R will be neglected then. So I max will be, from here you will find ME upon 2R, which is equal to NE upon 2R. This is small r when M is there in the numerator and this is capital R when n is there in the numerator. So this you need to remember for mixed grouping. You can use this formula in numerical problems, right? So this finishes with grouping of cells. So as I told you, dear children, we have discussed these combinations of cell, lengthy topic of course, but you need to learn the concept and clear your doubts. And please like the video, share it, subscribe it. Thank you everyone.